So before we even get into the content, the great content that we have in our E3 playbook, I wanted to just stop and refocus us all on why we do what we do through the ministry of FCA. And even before I get into that, I wanted to just make sure we are all on the same page and affirm that, yes, we are working through coaches and athletes, and there are coaches and athletes leading ministry. And that's why we want to call you ministry leaders. But there are also volunteers, adult volunteers, who are investing their time outside of their career or their day-to-day job, right? And investing time. And you are also ministry leaders as you serve our coaches and athletes. But again, I wanted to remind us, right? Why do we do FCA ministry? What is the mission? What is the vision? What is the core values? What are the methods on how we do it? And what is our strategy? So our mission as a ministry is to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. That's the mission. Not some coaches and athletes, not Christian coaches and athletes into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. It's every single coach and athlete. We want them to know the gospel and have them growing in a relationship with Jesus and a local body of believers. And in our vision is to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. I want you to know that in our region, right, for Greater Fairfax North, our region consists of over 800,000 people. So that's half of Fairfax County, all of Arlington County, over 800,000 people. And when we take that vision to see the world transformed, that means we want to see our region transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. And if you are leading ministry at a local high school, middle school, off campus, ministry, whatever it might be, a character coach, your vision will be to see that team transformed, to see that school transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes, see that whole community transformed. But we're using this wonderful platform, right, wrong, or indifferent, that is elevated, right, in our country, utilizing that platform to turn it and to not bring all the praise on the athlete or the coaches or the wins, but to point it to Christ and to lead others into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ. That's the mission, that's the vision, and our strategy is something that I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but our strategy is to and through the coach. So athletes, it's not saying we don't think that you have influence. Again, we want to use the influence of coaches and athletes, the platform of sport. But here's the thing, if you can all just take some time to think about a coach that you had. Think about when you're playing sports, even right now, right? Current athletes, think about coaches that you've had or that you have currently. And we have all had a great coach. And unfortunately, we have had coaches that made it a challenge, let's say, to grow in our sport, to gain confidence, right? And to be what God has called us to be and how He wants to use us through that platform of sport. And at the end of the day, we know that that coach is a part of, and that coaching staff is a part of setting the culture for that team. So we want to reach not only the heart of the athlete, but also the heart of the coach. And when we reach the heart of a coach, and they're the ones that's saying, let's have a growing relationship with Jesus Christ, right? Then you start to see the athletes, the whole team start to embrace that. And then you see that as the athletes embrace that, then you start to see their peers, right, that they go to class with, embrace it. So yes, we want to have coaches and athletes in a growing relationship with Jesus Christ, but our strategy, and we think that we can have the biggest impact, is by going to and through the coach. So in everything that we do, in multi-sport huddles, team-specific huddles, in ministry, character coaching ministry, in everything that we do, we're thinking about the coach and how we can get connected with the coach as well. So that's our strategy and our methods on how we do ministry. It's to engage, equip, and empower, to engage one another relationally, you coaches and athletes relationally, to meet you where you are, to share our lives and athletes and coaches. As you're leading ministry, you're doing the same thing, to equip you all with the gospel, right? What it means to know Jesus Christ, what it means to be in a growing relationship with Him in the local church. And and then to empower you to go share that and to make disciples who then make disciples. And then lastly, our core values is integrity, teamwork, serving, and excellence. And if you take it in that order, right? If you are living a life of integrity, if you are living a life of serving and teamwork, as you're working with co-leaders, as you're working with other athletes and coaches to do ministry, right? If you're serving one another, if you're working together, then the result of that would be excellence. And those are core values. And I know I went through that really fast because I don't want to take too much of your time, but that's what we do, and that's why we do it. And as ministry leaders, I want you to understand that, and to believe that, and to embrace it, and to remind yourself every day, right? As you're leading FCA ministry, this is why we do what we do.